Now, that's always been the silliest thing, I thought. But it's, how can I explain it? It's not comfortable for a bunny to be stuffed into a hat. That's first of all. And second of all, when a bunny's not stuffed in a hat and he's running around the house, you have all these little pellets, bunny pellets all over the place. So that's not fun at all. And if the show is too long, the poor bunny is stuck in a darn closure for a long time. So let me not tie him up too long. Let me get him out.
Hey!
Easy for you to say.
Right.
Okay. Is it a numbered card or a picture card?
Picture.
Okay, now in the picture range there's a jack, a queen, or a king. Is it a jack, queen, or a king?
King.
King. Now you said a black king, and
No,
you
red.
said club or spade.
Is it a red?
You said red?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we'll have to solve it. But anyway, well, now you get the point. Okay, here. I have one more card. Let's try it again. Name a card, any card.
Black ace.
What?
Ace.
An ace?
Yes.
A black ace?
Yes.
No. One more. You're getting closer, though.
Okay.
Name a card.
Jack clubs.
Jack of clubs?
Yeah.
You got it. Hey, what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce our next performer.
I was giving you my hand and everything, trying to be a gentleman. Let's have a nice round of applause. What's your name, dear?
Sally.
Sally, my name is Steve. Can I call you Sally?
Yes.
When?
Now.
We're going to have a little bit of fun, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to do a card trick. So I have a deck of cards here. And I'm going to show you that they're all different on this side. See? And then they're all the same on this side. So it's sort of like a chorus line. Okay? Could you put your hand out like that? Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shuffle it up a little bit. Just shuffle it once and then shuffle it up again. There you go. Okay, thank you. Put your hand out. Oh, nice warm hand. Warm hand, warm heart.
Right.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through the deck like this, and I want you to tell me when to stop somewhere in the middle, okay? Somewhere in the, between the time I start and the time I stop, somewhere in the middle, you just tell me when to stop. Somewhere in the middle, you just tell me when to stop. As soon as I get there, you just tell me whatever you want now. I'm going to stop wherever you want me to stop, okay? I'll do it a little slow. Right there? You like it there? You want me to go a little further?
That's good.
Okay. Now what I'd like you to do is take a look at that card, and look at it and memorize it. In case you're ever going to see it again, you know which card it is? Now put it somewhere in the middle. Okay, now would you take these, and would you shuffle them up the best you can? If you want to use my hand, you're welcome to use it.
Oh, okay. Oops. Sure.
You let me use yours, you can use mine.
Right.
Oh, she does that pretty good, you better watch out. Oh, well, you hold them.
Oh, hold on.
Now here's the top. Now would you put the deck in the box? And close the box, because neatness counts. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the deck in my pocket here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my empty hand, put my hand in my pocket, open the box up, and I'm going to pull out one card, and that's going to be your chosen card. That's a pretty good trick, don't you think?
Yeah.
Good. Downright awesome, if you ask me.
Yep.
But now watch, I'm going to put my hand in there, and I'm going to open the box up, and pull out one card, and that's your card. It's not your card?
No.
Wait a minute, wait, I got another pocket. Another pocket. That's your card. Is that your card either? I got another pocket. Wait, I got another pocket. Back here. That's your card.
No.
You didn't tell me when we asked you didn't tell me you were going to be this difficult, eh? Oh, wait a minute. That's your card. Can we add them up?
Oh, wow.
No, that's not your card either? Oh, wait a minute. See anything there you like?
Not yet.
How about that?
No. Wow.
This is embarrassing. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I know what the problem is. The problem is, I forgot. When I put the deck in my pocket, your card went on my clothing, not in my clothing. Your card is now on my clothing. You want me to prove it to you?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna take off my jacket. That's all I'm gonna take off. And could you put your fingers out like that? And just hold that like that for a second? No, and I'm gonna turn around, and I want you to look at my back and tell me if there's anything there you like besides my butt.
Hey, that's it.
Thank you so much. After you, my dear.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tom Foolery Night. The other day I went over to a friend's house, and his name was Jim. And like all of us, he liked magic. And he showed me this replica of a goldfish tank with 2 goldfish. He says I can make them disappear. I says, Jim, you're putting me on. Show me. So he went behind his back very slowly like this. And sure enough, the fish disappeared. I says, hold on, Jim. That's no trick. You turned it around behind your back. Openly turned it in front of me. So he went very slowly like this.
Whoa!
And I says, Jim, what happened to the goldfish? He says, the cat ate the goldfish.
Whoa!
I was born into a funeral family. We were in the funeral business, most of my life. This is our 99th year in business. And if you go back to the early 30s or late 30s or early 40s, maybe middle 40s, and imagine the funeral homes, the way they were back in those days, basically like a 1 or 2 family house that was converted into a funeral home on the first floor, and the family lived upstairs over the funeral home. And imagine me as a 12-year-old boy coming out on stage, doing a magic show, because I got into magic maybe at an early age, somewhere around 12 years old. And what I did to present my first magic show, I got all my friends in the neighborhood, and even some of my family, my parents, my aunts, uncles, cousins, and even some of the other elves in it. I got, if you could just picture a chapel in a funeral home, kind of dull chapel, the floor lights, which I was standing by the floor lights to be like sort of in the spotlight, maybe 50, 60 chairs, and then there's a crowded room, people eating popcorn, potato chips, sodas, and stuff like that. You just use your imagination like that. And imagine a 12-year-old boy coming out to do his first magic show. And the first magic show that I did was with some cards. And what I did, once I got everybody's attention, I showed everybody that I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. What I did, I had a magic box, and would you say that this is pretty good for my writing as a 12-year-old?
Yeah.
See, I could have had Teddy's Magic Show or whatever, but I just put Magic Show. I didn't know how to do it at that time, so I guess you'd say that was pretty good writing for that?
Right.
Okay. Anyway, I showed them I had 5 cards, and what I did, I took out 1 card, and I put it into the box like that. And I showed them that I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And that was the reaction that I got when I did the trick. Okay, I should have clued you in. See, when I do something like that, you're supposed to respond by saying, in a loud, roaring voice, "Fantastic!" Okay, let me just try that again, okay? Okay, now this is when I was like 6 years old. I wrote magic here like that. 6 years old. Was that pretty good for a 6-year-old?
Yeah.
Okay, what I did, I came out again, and I showed them that I had, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And what I did, I took out 1, 2 cards. And I showed them that I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
See there, you're catching on right now. Okay, let me do it one more time. Okay, this is when I was really young.
Whoa.
And this is, I wrote it when I was like 3 years old. That's pretty good for a 3-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Like that, okay. Okay, what I did, I came out and I showed the people I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And what I did is I took and put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. And I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards left.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.